The key here to me is she and he should have the same kind of race that Obama and she had. In other words, she did not tear into Obama the last 6 weeks of that campaign. She stayed in, but she didn't rip him.
Right.
Now, Bernie ripped him in Pennsylvania last night before the New York thing. Is he going to continue to do that? I hope not, because that's not going to be terribly. First of all, you know what, Bill? Doesn't help him. It's not his message. It's not his image. It's not good for him. But it certainly isn't good for her and isn't good for the party.
So what I hear you saying is that Hillary most likely, right, of course, everybody gets a little bit of a grace here because so many predictions have been off.
Right.
But most likely, Hillary will be the nominee, but Bernie should stay in, play out the deck, the rest of the states, and both of them keep it focused on the issues.
And on the Republicans. In those debates, we haven't done enough of the compare and contrast with the Republicans. It is so clear. We're not running against Nelson Rockefeller or even, even a Richard, well, I wouldn't even throw Richard Nixon out there, but Gerald Ford. We're not running against those kinds of Republicans. These folks will really change the direction of this country in a bad, bad way. So make that point clear. Both of them should make that point clear.
Right. Last night I thought it was both David Axelrod and I reacted pretty strongly on CNN. The communications director for the Clinton campaign. So Hillary gave this great speech, by the way.
I thought it was a good speech.
Wonderful.
Very good.
Where she started out by saying there's a lot more that unites us and divides us. Congratulations to understand. Now we have to move forward. Talk about Donald Trump. And then the communications director of the campaign came out and said that Bernie Sanders, his comments were destructive. And it was just the wrong turn. You know what? People hate a sore loser. What they hate worse, I think, is a sore winner.
And she wasn't being a sore winner at all. And
no.
There's no reason to do that. And the other part of this, don't bait the other side now. Both sides.
Yeah,
no more baiting.
Also, Joel Benenson, the strategist yesterday, said, Bernie Sanders is just going to be another Ralph Nader. That is so offensive to me. Bernie's running. There's so many differences. Bernie is running as a Democrat in the Democratic Party on the Democratic ticket, and has said, and Peter, you and I have been there when he has said he will do everything to make sure that a Democrat wins the White House.
And the other part of this, Bill, is not only winning that White House, which of course is key, but if you run the right kind of campaign, you pick up the Senate, and you have a real shot at picking up the House, or getting at least very close to picking up the House.
30 seats sounds like a lot. It is, but John Boehner won 65 seats in 2010. I really think we could do the trifecta. Boom, boom, boom.
And then a lot of what Bernie wants to do and a lot of what Hillary wants to gets done.
Yes.
I mean, that's the crucial thing now. It ain't just about winning anymore. It's about governing and getting stuff done that you want to get done. So it's in both their interests, all their interests to do that. And I would say if I were Hillary, I'd say to folks, hey, look, come on, if the most important thing now is to put our emphasis on the right syllable, as we always used to say, and go after the Republicans.
Yeah, and if I were her, I'd put some of her staffers who are hotheads in the garage and lock the door.